KILR Killer Game.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome to the tour around the world. Well, on most of the simulators it's a tour around the world. This one's kind of partially, but anyway, it is Sierra ProPilot, one of the alternate simulators, and my allergies are sorry, had to make an edit there to kind of relieve some allergy sneezing. Maybe I'm allergic to this simulator. I don't really know. But anyway, so this is one of the alternative flight simulators that came out around the time of Flight Simulator 95 and 98. And it offered things that the Flight Simulator 95 and 98 didn't have, like air traffic control, ATC. It also had a built-in GPS. Those are things that you had to add with either freeware, shareware, or an add-on such as ProFlight 98 for Flight Simulator 98. Or you just had to create adventures in order to get that ATC experience. Not with ProPilot. ProPilot, you actually have ATC voices, and you can hear the weather on the ATIS channel. So it for what it offered, it did really well. Even the graphics look good in some areas. So they got like photorealistic scenery going on in some of the major cities, Chicago being one of them, and it looks pretty decent for this time frame compared to what Flight Simulator had. But when you're thinking of a flight simulation, you want to make sure that your plane is doing exactly what it should be, which is not what happens with this. You would think that if you're on the ground and you're taxiing, your plane would go where you want it to go. Nope, it don't. Not here. The only way that we can really get around on the ground is by using the slew mode. Otherwise, you wind up sliding off to the left, as if you're doing the electric slide or something. I don't know, but it's glitched, it's bugged. Maybe it was fixed in ProFlight 99. I don't know. I haven't done any videos yet on it. I can tell you that it was not fixed in ProPilot USA. Okay, ProPilot USA did come out after ProPilot, but ProPilot USA is basically a patched version of ProPilot is all it is. There's like 3 patches for ProPilot, 1, 2, and 3, and ProPilot USA, I believe, has the 3rd patch on there. What we're playing with here is ProPilot, the original version, this one here, but it is patched. It is patched with number 3, just because it was a mess without the patch. Now I have this running on VMware, and I've got snapshots, so I can always go back to the unpatched version of ProPilot in case you want to get that type of experience. I don't think you do. Maybe you do. I don't know. If you were watching this series and you would rather see the unpatched version of ProPilot, then we can do that. I do have another series running on the ProPilot USA because although I'm pretty sure both of them are the same, we're not really going to know until we're actually flying them. And I don't mean doing just some simple comparisons. If we're flying from airport to airport and doing the same thing between both of them, then we're going to see whether or not if they really are the same, or if there are little differences. So yeah, that's kind of the idea of these simulators, all these different videos that we're doing. So let's talk about what we're going to do for our flight. So we're going to whip out the SubLogic scenery disk map, even though we're not using SubLogic. Although the funny thing is actually kind of appropriate, because on the back of the propilot box, ta-da, SubLogic. Yep, SubLogic got together with Sierra and put together propilot. And you'd think with the experience that they had that they would have put together a much better product instead of kind of like a half-assed product. Like I said, the plane part of it should be flawless. It should work really well, and it's not. It's kind of a crying shame. On a happy note, we're here at Aurora. Okay, it's not quite happy. On the other flights, we would go here to Clow. I wish it would stop doing that. Our next stop was Clow. Clow is not in this simulator, unfortunately. But the flight after that was Lansing Municipal. So we're going to be flying from Aurora to Lansing. And we're going to set a flight plan together, which is going to take us from Aurora to Lewis and over to Lansing. So we're going to make a flight plan just like that. And we'll use ATC since there's a bit of a distance, because what we've learned from the past couple of flights is that flight plan ATC does not work very well when it's a very short airport. When it's a short distance between airports, it doesn't work very well. What it tends to do is take it to the airport and make it go around it and make you wonder if you're ever going to land. And yeah, we don't want to play with that. So this is our plan, and that's what we're going to be doing. And so now that we have that set up, we're going to go ahead and set our flight plan. Let's take a look at our time for a moment. Our time is 2:26 or 14:26. This may all reset by the time we get done here. So we're going to go to plan. We're going to go create flight plan. We're not going to do VFR because that could be part of the reasons why we have problems. That's the plane that we're flying. We're not going to do 5,000 feet above ground level. We will set it at 3,000, should be fine. 70% power, I don't usually mess with that. And we're going to go ahead and type in ARR for Aurora Municipal. And then we're going to type in Lansing. I can't remember what it is, but we can type in Lansing here. And there we go. So it's showing a direct route. You can see that the Clow field is not there, but LOT is Lewis. So we should... Aha! Okay. Oh wait, what's this here? Add a fix. Okay, well maybe we can do that. That. Aha! There we go. What's this one? Remove. Remove fix. Okay. So what we just did is we added a waypoint to our flight. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we wanted to do. So go ahead and click next. Here's our weather. We're going to go ahead and click Generate Weather. And it's still giving us a ceiling of broken. It'd be nice to see some clear skies. Let's keep clicking on this and see if we can get something else. Broken, broken, overcast, 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 broken, broken, overcast, broken. Wow. Can we not have clear skies at all? I don't think we can. You see this? Broken, 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 overcast, overcast. Wow. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so I guess we'll do this. We'll click Generate Weather. We'll click Next. There's our trip information. We'll click Finish. And then it moves us. What time do we have now? Okay, the time is still the same, so that's
Flight
good.
Information Whiskey 2114 Zulu weather. Measured ceiling 5,000. Broken. Temperature 6.8. Dew point 6.4. Wind 2.3 at 8. Altimeter 2.996. Landing and departing runway 18. Departures contact ground on 121.7. Arrivals contact approach on 133.5. Advise controller on an...
Okay, we'll go ahead and turn that off for the moment. I'd like to change... I don't know, I kind of like that look. But let's go to weather. Let's go to clouds. Here we go. We got some clear coverage here. Let's make it maybe 1/8. That doesn't look like 1/8 to me. What's all this in the background? It says clear. Huh. Okay. I guess we'll go with that then.
Flight Information Whiskey 2114 Zulu weather. Measured ceiling 5.
Yeah, we'll switch that.
Delivery Cessna 90572 Lima with information Whiskey. Request clearance to India, Golf, Quebec.
Cessna 90572 Lima, clear to India, Golf, Quebec via radar vectors to Lima, Oscar, Tango. Direct India, Golf, Quebec, climb and maintain 3,500. Departure frequency 133.5, squawk 2415.
Climb and maintain 3,500. Squawk 2415. Cessna 72 Lima.
I'm trying to get it set here.
Ground, Cessna 90572 Lima. Request taxi for takeoff.
Cessna 90572 Lima. Taxi to runway 18. Hold short of the active...
Taxi to runway 18. Hold short. Cessna 72 Lima.
So even taxiing to the runway with slew mode is not the greatest because
Cessna 72 Lima. Contact tower on 120.6.
on the last episode
Contact tower on 120.
we couldn't stay on the runway
Cessna 72 Lima. Good day.
just because of how the ground movement is bugged. We had to go into the settings and place ourselves on that runway, and so when we get set up here, it's going to automatically put us on that runway.
Holding short of 18.
Cessna 90572 Lima. Taxi into position and hold runway 18.
Position and hold runway 18. Cessna 72 Lima.
Cessna 72 Lima. Gear cleared for takeoff. Runway 18.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 18. Cessna 72 Lima.
Okay, so since it placed us here on the runway, we're not going to slide off it or anything like that. I know, it's annoying. It really is.
Cessna 72 Lima. Expedite takeoff, please.
Roger. Cessna 72 Lima.
Okay, I guess we need to have the fuel pump on here. Let's see. Lansing is 114.2. At least Chicago Heights is anyway. Let's go ahead and set that 114.2. And we can worry about the rest of it when we get up in the air. And there we go. Can take a look at some exterior shots here. Not the most exciting.
You're clear for the touch and go, runway 18.
Cessna 85 Kilo.
Cessna 85 Kilo. Fly runway heading and continue your climb.
Cessna 85 Kilo.
Cessna 72 Lima, contact departure on 133.5 today.
Contact on departure on 133.5. Cessna 72 Lima. Good day.
So that's us.
On departure, Cessna 9572 Lima.
Cessna 9572 Lima. Radar contact. Proceed direct to Lima Oscar Tango.
Cessna 72 Lima.
So that's going to be off in this direction. And we can go ahead and just, let's get nav number 2. Oh, there it goes. We'll get nav number 2 set for Joliet 112.3. .3. 10? Oh, is that going to let us? Interesting. Doesn't seem like nav2 does anything. Either that or it's not 9 miles. 37. No, it's tuned in to nav2, but I'm not getting any needles or anything. Do you see that? I turn this all around and nothing happens. I guess that's another instrument that's bugged. Again, from SubLogic, I would expect better. I really would.
Cessna 72 Lima, contact center on 132.4. G'day.
Contact center on 132.4. Cessna 72 Lima. Good day.
Okay, so we need to switch comm here.
Center Cessna 9572 Lima.
Cessna 9572 Lima, proceed direct to Lima Oscar Tango.
Cessna 9572 Lima.
We'll hit F8 to pull up our map here. And it looks like we're going in between DuPage and Joliet. Hey, look at this. We got blocky clouds. Okay, just like Flight Simulator 98 then. So yeah, looks like we're heading in the direction that we should be going. Maybe we need to turn a little bit here. Hey, the clouds even have holes in them. A little bit higher than what I wanted to go there. I'm going to set this for 090. Oh, that's not even Lewis. So hold on here. .28. Maybe it's 11? That might be right. It's annoying. We can't even do a cross-reference check here because...
Cessna 72 Lima, proceed direct to India, Golf, Quebec.
Cessna 72 Lima.
we must have come across the airport somewhere. What do we do? Fly over it?
Cessna 72 Lima, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000. Cessna 72 Lima.
It must be somewhere around here. So, yeah, I guess we're just heading directly there now. I'm going to change this to 112.3. This is Joliet, is what we're tuned into.
Cessna 72 Lima, contact approach on 118.4, okay?
Contact approach on 118.4. Cessna 72 Lima. Good day.
This is an ADF.
Cessna 90572 Lima, proceed direct to India Golf, Quebec, then resume own navigation. Good day.
Cessna 72 Lima. Good day.
See, look at this. We're tuned in to the same frequency on both navs, but this does absolutely nothing. Whereas this is acting like an ADF, but it's not working like one. That's Chicago off in that direction. That makes navigation a little bit more interesting. I wonder if maybe just maybe it's just broke on this dashboard. Maybe it works on some of the other ones. Well, we should be heading in the general area. I think the airport's up around here somewhere. That almost looks like that would be the airport. Right in this direction. Of course, there's something over here. That could be it. Well, let's see, we're 8.9 miles away. Man, it's annoying this thing is broke. Let's see, if we turn this... That's it. That's it right there, I think. Gee, how did 1/8 clouds turn into that? I guess maybe changing the weather really didn't make a difference. We'll turn on our lights. And I want to go to ATC communication here and see if... Oh, it's not going to let us choose a runway. Interesting. It doesn't seem ATC wants to talk to us at all now. I wonder if we can fly this time, or actually land it. I'll tell you what though, the flight dynamics are not the greatest. I'm like all the way throttled down. You see what I mean? It's I had all flaps down and it was still, oh man, it seemed like this was flying better without the patches on it than it did with. Because when we were flying into Chicago, Chicago O'Hare, it seemed to work okay. And this does not seem to be working okay. Or it's this plane. Maybe it's this plane. Maybe we need to switch back to the other one, because this one, I don't really like it. But I think we'll go ahead and we'll turn everything off here. And let's go ahead and just check our position. And we are not at the right airport. We are over here at GYY, not IGQ. Okay. Well, that might explain why ATC wasn't saying anything to us. So this is where... Wow, we're not even there. Okay. Well, we're... no, I don't want to close the flight plan. Maybe we should. All right. Let's get everything started back up again. Oh, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to... GYY, is that where we're at? All right. So we're going to need to go to airports and select on GYY, Gary Regional, Indiana. We'll go ahead and select runway 20. That seems fair enough. No, we're not going to save it. Okay, and then we'll just make sure that we are... Yep. So we're positioned in the area that we should be. So it should just be a nice little hop over to Lansing. Wow. And I had to do all this because if I try to... Even if I slew over to a runway, when we go to take off, the ground control isn't there, so you wind up sliding off the runway. It's, oh my goodness, it is so annoying. Okay, nothing is on. Okay, so we'll just keep going the direction that we're going. And there should be another airport out here. Might be a little hard to see. Unless that's it. Unless that's the airport. I think that one might actually be it. Yeah. Here we are, we're moving up. That's it over there. So we had a little bit of a detour. But hey, I'm taking us right where I said I would take us. And I'm working on it here. Throttle is all the way down. But yet this thing is going in like a bat out of hell. What the heck is it doing? Oh. Okay, we should actually be here now. And yes, we are. So right centered on ICQ. I guess that's it. So, good. Now we can go ahead and turn everything off. Alright, so we're here at Lansing. Had a little bit of a detour, but we made it. And we're discovering some things that are quite annoying. We've got 2 nav radios. But this is not an OBS at all. This has got to be the ADF. But there's no function. Oh, here's a function for ADF right here. Maybe it's in the nav section. Let's take a look. Navigational aids. Well, that's not quite what I was looking for here. See, NDBs, you can tune ADF to station. VORs. I don't know. Let's take DuPage and tune it into nav2. And so we've done that. But you turn this, there's no needles or anything. It acts like an ADF. Oh. I don't know. I think we're going to go back to the other one. Anyway, hope you are finding these videos helpful in case you've ever been interested in this simulator. I don't know, playing this is like scraping my fingernails across chalkboard. I'm not really enjoying the experience. I'm doing my best, but I am going to keep moving forward with it. If anything, just for fun and for comparison. And maybe I'll like it as we move along. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and subscribe, be a part of the KILR community, and ring the notification bell when you so that way you'll get notified when another video gets uploaded. But thanks, and I will see you on another video.